welcome to historic J.J. Jones High School.
This school was begun in 1936, actually on Virginia Street, and at that time it was called the Mount Airy Colored School. And then the Rosenwald School on this site burned, and when it burned, it gave the school board an opportunity to build the J.J. Jones School, which stands for John Jarvis Jones. And John Jarvis Jones was a gentleman who was brought here in 1914 by the superintendent of schools at the time to educate black children. And he did that, and he did it well, but they only had classes up to the 8th grade. So beyond the 8th grade, black children had nowhere to go for a high school. So his dream was to have a high school. And when John Jarvis Jones died, the school hadn't been realized yet. But his son, L.H. Jones, Leandris Harold Jones, he was still in college when his dad died. And when he got out of college, he wanted to see his dad's dream come to fruition. And so, like I said, it started on Virginia Street. And then when the Rosenwald School burned, it was built here, and it was called the Mount Airy Colored School still at that time. Over the years, in dedication to the legacy of the Jones education family, they named it in the name of J.J. Jones. Currently, it is the L.H. Jones Family Resource Center, named for the only principal J.J. Jones ever had. He was principal from 1936 to 1966, when integration came in and segregation went out. The African American Historical and Genealogy Society, better known as AUGS of Surry County, acquired the building in July of 2022. And at that time, of course, we had learned earlier that we were going to be acquiring the building, so we had already been doing fundraisers and trying to find the monies to make sure that we could maintain the building. And so that's what we've mainly been doing fundraisers, writing grants. We did ask for an appropriation from the state legislature, and we were able to acquire from the state legislature in the 2023 budget $500,000. And that $500,000 we requested actually a larger amount. This is what they appropriated to us at this time, and that's to be used for capital improvements. And so we are still fundraising, and we're still writing grants because it has nothing to do with operational costs. We still have to operate this building. We still have to keep the lights on. We still have to maintain the heat, maintain the property.
Oh, I'm so grateful about the $500,000, but it's so much more to do. And so we are still soliciting and asking for help from companies and, other organizations to continue the work that we have started.
The Surry County government gave us a stipend of $60,000 for 3 years. So we're in the second year of that $60,000 stipend. So we have this year and next year. And that money is to be used for maintenance. We are tremendously grateful that we have been given the stewardship of J.J. Jones High School. And we're also very grateful that North Carolina legislature has deemed it appropriate to give us an appropriations for the school.
But many of us went ahead and went to different cities, different places. A lot of people that own their own businesses, doctors, and people that did real well that came from this school. And we're here today still saying we represent this place because we came through this school.
It's a historical, like a historical library is what it's going to turn out to be, where children, grandchildren, great-grandchildren will have their history there, and it will not be lost.
Very grateful for the grant, and hoping that there will be more grants and even more people.
Growing up in the best country in the world. And the reason I say that, my mother, which I'm proud of today, was the first black graduate from this school here. And through the years, she put it in our heads, if you don't do anything, finish school. It said nobody can take education away from you. And that stuck.
And it's not just our idea. As the Historical Society, we have gone to the community. The community has given us ideas of what they want here. Because this is public money that we're using and community money that we're using, we want this to be a place that the community wants. They have told us they want a cultural arts center where they can come and see their history encapsulated, where they can bring their families, their children, to see what happened in the years that this school was around. Also, other cultures are here, and we'd like to have them here. We are still going to have nonprofits here in the building so that we can give them a home. Nonprofits are essential to this community. If it were not for the nonprofits, then a lot of people would not be able to do the things that they would like to do, have clothing, medical assistance, food, a lot of things. And so we're going to continue that mission.